Let's get one thing straight. You already have a personal brand. Whether you have shaped it yourself or not, people are constantly forming opinions about who you are, what you do, and what you stand for. So the real question is not if you have a brand, it's are you in control of it? That is exactly why I created this video, to help you take ownership of your personal brand and start building it with clarity, purpose, and strategy. Your personal brand is so much more than a job title, a nice photo of you, or how often you post online. It is the full expression of your presence, your personality, your story, your voice, your reputation, everything that makes you, you. It is what I call the you brand, a brand built around you. Hi, I'm the founder of Gamme, an international personal branding agency. I've been in marketing for over 10 years, and today I'm here to help you build your strategy. So by the end of this video, you'll walk away with a clear understanding of your identity, goals, and positioning, more confidence in how to communicate your value, a deeper connection to your audience and your vision, and a foundation for a personal brand that opens doors, whether to clients, collaborations, job offers, or recognition. Before we dive in, there are a few reminders I would love for you to keep in mind as you build your personal brand. First one is you need to step back and see yourself as a brand. Yes, your personal brand should reflect who you are, but you also need to zoom out. Treat this like a project. The goal is to build something sustainable, consistent, and coherent. Don't try to play your role. Don't create a version of yourself that doesn't match how you act, speak, or show up. It might work in the short term, but it won't last, and it will lead to confusion. Your brand should feel like you, but on your best day. One important thing is you need to get things moving. One of the biggest traps is waiting. Waiting for the perfect timing, the perfect logo, the perfect mood board. But your brand is not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to evolve. Last but not least, ask for feedback, but trust yourself. Get insight from people you respect, mentors, collaborators, friends, family. But remember, your brand is personal. Take what resonates and leave the rest. You get to decide what stays. Alright, quickly, I've created a free workbook to go along with this video. It includes the same exercises, frameworks, and guided questions, plus space to write everything down and keep your ideas in one place. There are many ways to use it. Download it now or use it as support for this video, fill it out digitally after the video, or print it out and do it the good old way. I just want you to have a space to reflect and start building your brand step by step. You can download it now for free using the link in the description. So grab a pen, get comfortable, and let's begin. Let's talk about one of the most powerful parts of your personal brand, your story. Your personal brand story does not need to sound like a movie script. You don't need a dramatic before and after moment. What you do need is a clear, compelling, and honest narrative. Something that helps people understand who you are, what you care about, and why you do what you do. We're naturally drawn to stories. They create emotional connection. They make you memorable and they help others see themselves in your journey. Your story does not have to be deeply personal, and it definitely doesn't mean oversharing. It's about choosing moments, big or small, that reflect your values, your mission, and your identity. So here are a few questions to help you start shaping your personal brand story. You could pause after each one to reflect or just let them sit with you for now. Question 1. What defining moments in your life have shaped your personal journey? Think about challenges, breakthrough, shifts, times when something changed in how you saw yourself or what you wanted to do. Question 2. What is your mission? What's the deeper purpose behind what you do? What kind of impact do you want to have? And how do you want your audience or your clients to feel when they come across your content? Question 3. What values and passions drive your work? What do you believe in? What keeps you going? And how do those values show up in your decisions, your content, your tone, or your style? Question 4. How have you helped others or made a difference? Think of moments when your work had a specific impact, when you solved a problem, supported someone, or made a meaningful contribution. If you want to turn your answers into one clear, simple narrative, I've also included a storytelling statement builder in the workbook. It's a quick, fill-in-the-blank framework to help you shape your story in just a few lines. So if you want that, once again, it's free and it's linked in the description. Now, let's talk about your audience. Your target audience is the group of people who are most likely to connect with your message, benefit from your expertise, and become loyal clients, collaborators, or supporters. Understanding who they are, what they need, and how they think is essential if you want your brand to actually land. No matter how strong your voice is, if it's not speaking to the right people, it won't connect. But what does understanding your audience really mean? It goes beyond surface level things like age, gender, and job title. It's about their world, what they're struggling with, what they dream about, where they spend their time, how they like to engage with content. And when you know what keeps them up at night, what they're striving for, and how they consume information, you can create content and offers that feels like they were made for them. You don't need a tiny niche, but you do need a clear one. Let's go through a few questions to help you with this. Question 1. Who benefits the most from your expertise? Who's genuinely going to get results from what you offer? What type of person or what kind of business truly gains value from your support? Second, what are their biggest challenges or pain points? What are they struggling with? What problem do they need solved right now? Third, what are their goals or aspirations? What are they trying to achieve? What does success look like for them? Next question is, where do they spend their time online? What platforms do they actually use? Are they scrolling TikTok at night, reading newsletters in the morning, listening to podcasts while driving? And last question, how do they prefer to consume content? Do they want short-form videos, in-depth articles, bite-sized posts on Instagram? I'm going to use the audience statement builder from my workbook to illustrate this with my own audience. So hopefully this will help you think of yours. My target audience consists mainly of business leaders and entrepreneurs who want to build a strong professional presence online, amplify their impact through consistent, high-quality content, and position themselves as clear references in their industry. They're driven by growth, both in terms of revenue and authority, and are primarily active on Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. They prefer consuming content that's aesthetic, professional, and straight to the point, whether through long-form formats or short-form videos that combine education, value, and lifestyle. Now try to think of yours and make sure you're able to express it just as clearly and concisely. Now let's talk about something a lot of people skip, but it's one of the most powerful things you can define for your personal brand: your unique value proposition. This is a short, clear statement that captures the essence of who you are, what you do, and why your work matters. Think of it as your personal elevator pitch. A few sentences that help people understand why they should choose you. It's not necessarily about proving you're the best at everything. You're showing what makes your approach, your energy, and your results valuable and unique. So what makes a strong UVP? It should clearly communicate 3 things: who you help, what you offer, and why you're different. In short, your UVP answers the big brand question: why you? So let's go through a few prompts to help you define your UVP. Feel free to pause and reflect or take notes and come back to this later. First question is, who do you help? Who benefits the most from your work? What kind of people or businesses get the best results when they work with you? We've just identified that in the last chapter. Second is, what problems do you solve? What challenges or needs are you equipped to handle? Third question, what are your core strengths and skills? What are you really good at? And how do your experiences or abilities set you apart? 4. What makes you different from others in your industry? This could be your approach, your tone, your style, your lived experience, anything that gives your brand its own fingerprint. And if you want help putting your answers into one clear statement, the UVP Statement Builder is also available in the workbook. It's basically, I help target audience achieve outcome through skill and approach. My unique trait or method ensures problem is solved effectively, delivering desired results. It's a very useful framework you can use for things like your Instagram bio, your website pitch, or even how you introduce yourself in a conversation. There is also a brand attribute list that can help you identify the tone, style, and key element for your brand. Once you get your UVP down, remember, it does not have to be final. You can refine it, adjust it, or even create different versions for different platforms. But the key is to start with one clear version, because if that one sentence is not clear, nothing else you create will make sense. All right, let's keep going. Let's talk about one of my favorite parts of personal branding and the part people notice before anything else, your visual identity. This is the face of your brand. It's how your audience sees you before they even hear from you. The color you use, the font you choose, the tone of your photos, the feel of your content design, all of this adds up. And whether you realize it or not, it shapes how people feel about you the second they land on your profile. A strong, cohesive visual identity builds much more trust and credibility. It is about looking good, but it's also about creating alignment between how you present yourself and how you want to be perceived. You are the moneymaker. First impressions happen fast and visuals lead the way. It is a shortcut to trust and a signal that you're worth remembering. And if you want to raise your rates or attract a higher level audience, your visuals have to match the value you offer. No more doing it yourself on Canva. When your brand looks polished, your perceived authority increases. So if you're serious about growth, invest in your branding. Work with a designer or agency that gets you. That's exactly what we deliver during the first week of working with a client. A complete branding phase that includes logo explorations, mood boards, and visual directions based on how they want to be perceived. I even went through the same process myself, and you've probably noticed that my own branding is not pink or overly feminine. It helps shaping how you perceive me, and it reflects the level of intention and effort I put into my branding. So let's go through a few reflection questions to help you define your visual brand. First question, what is your brand name or signature identity? Are you using your real name, a stage name, or something custom? And what does it feel like? Is it premium, accessible, bold? Second question, what feelings do you want your visuals to create? Before picking colors or fonts, ask yourself, should your brand feel calm, luxurious, dynamic, playful? Third question, what colors best represent your brand? Think about emotional tone. Do your colors reflect your energy, your audience, and your message? Now, fourth question, what imagery aligns with your aesthetics? Are you drawn to clean studio shots, lifestyle photography, movement visuals? Think about the look that matches your message. 5. What kind of fonts fits your tone? Are you more modern and bold or minimal and creative? Now, 6. How will you stay consistent across platforms? Think about how you use your fonts, colors, layout, and tone across Instagram, your website, presentations, and everything else. In the workbook, you'll find more elements around brand attributes, and I've also added a little bonus, the brand playlist. That's something I always recommend my clients create because I want to know what they're listening to so my team can edit around that vibe and use that energy when editing. It's a great way to keep your content feeling cohesive and more personal, and it also allows us to avoid chasing trends or relying on viral music. Just keep an eye on platform rules, especially when it comes to monetization on YouTube or Twitch. Now let's talk about what actually makes your content work, your content strategy. A strategy is what takes you from just being present online to being recognized. Now, one of the biggest challenges I see over and over is consistency. Not because people don't care, not because they have nothing to say, but because they're trying to do everything on their own. You cannot run a business full-time and be your own strategist, editor, designer, and community manager. This chapter is going to help you understand the structure of a content strategy, but I'll say this clearly. I highly recommend delegating the execution. Whether it's with a freelancer or an agency like ours, getting support helps you stay consistent without burning out and have better results anyway. So here's how to build your content strategy. First is content pillars. These are the main themes and topics your brand evolves around. They should reflect your expertise and connect to your audience and support your mission. You need to pick about 3 to 5 pillars you can talk about regularly and that connect to your UVP and your business or services you sell. Second is content formats. This is where you decide how you want to share your message. It could be short videos, YouTube vlogs, live sessions, Instagram carousels, newsletter, whatever fits both you and your audience. Don't try to do it all. Choose what's sustainable and effective on your target platforms. Third is you need to think of your content calendar. A content calendar keeps you organized. It reduces stress and helps you show up consistently. Use whatever tool you prefer. It could be Google Sheets, Notion, even a paper planner. Just make sure you're tracking your post topic, format, platform, deadline, and your call to action. Fourth is content distribution. Creating the content is just one piece. Sharing it strategically is where the impact happens. Make sure you post it when your audience actually hangs out and repurpose it across formats. One script can turn into one LinkedIn article, a 1-minute TikTok, a carousel, or a newsletter. Get more mileage out of every idea. Now, last point, don't forget to connect with your community. Your interaction is just as important as your post. Reply to your DMs and comments, ask thoughtful questions, share useful tips, and most importantly, make sure your responses sound like you. Think back to your brand attributes from chapter 3. Are you warm and calm, bold and direct, more corporate? Let that tone guide how you write captions, tell stories, and interact with people online. A lot of people use AI tools to build their content strategy, and that is great. It can really help. But you have to remember, you are the brain. The creativity, the intention, the energy, that's what gives your content its edge. You need to actually enjoy and believe in what you're putting out there, and that's not something you can get automatically from a standard AI prompt. I'm actually thinking of doing a dedicated video on how to plan 1, 2, or even 3 months of content. So if you'd like that, let me know in the comments, because it really deserves its own deep dive. So once you've defined your content pillars, formats, calendar, repurposing systems, and moderation process, you're already in a strong place. Then it's just about figuring out how much you can really post. Most of the time, I would say start with 1 post a week. Once you've got about 3 months of content ready in advance, then scale to 2 posts a week. But don't burn yourself out trying to post every day or even 4 times a week. It's not sustainable alone. Now, if you're working with an agency or a team, that's a different story, and that's when consistency actually becomes possible. Now that your brand is clearer, more visible, and more aligned, let's talk about something just as important: monetization. Monetizing your personal brand means providing real value upfront and then redirecting that attention towards something useful for your audience. That could mean creating offers, products, or partnerships that reflect your expertise, and that also allow you to get paid for the value you've already been delivering for free through your content. Now, this topic also deserves its own deep dive video, but here's a clear breakdown of the main ways you can start generating income through your brand. First is partnerships and collaborations. Think about working with brands or creators that align with your values and audience. It could be sponsored content, brand ambassadorship, affiliate marketing, or joint ventures. Second are digital products or services. Turn your knowledge into something people can download, use, or learn from. This could be an ebook, an online course, a workbook, or even a paid newsletter. Third is coaching and consulting. This is about offering access to your knowledge in a direct, personal way. It might be one-on-one coaching, group programs, creative consulting, or strategy sessions. 4 are speaking engagements and workshops. Use your voice to lead, teach, and position yourself as an expert. That could be webinars, conference panels, in-person workshops, or even digital masterclass. Last category are memberships and subscriptions. This is where you build a community and create recurring income at the same time. Think exclusive content, private groups, live Q&As, monthly tutorials, or early access to certain offers. Now, you don't have to apply every single element I just mentioned. Maybe you start with a workbook or a consulting session. That's perfectly fine. The key is to analyze what people consistently ask for and what they need from you, or what you actually enjoy doing and sharing. One strategy I often share with my clients, and that's quite popular online, is the 4-offer pricing structure. Here's how it works. You need a free offer, what we call a freebie or a lead magnet, something quick, valuable, and easy to consume, focused on one specific topic. A $28 offer, your entry-level product like a workbook or a membership. Then you need a 280 offer. It's a mid-tier product such as a consulting session, a workshop, or an online course. And last but not least, you have your high ticket offer, a $2,800 offer. Your premium high ticket service like a private coaching program, an agency service, a one-time in-depth offer. So for example, let's say you're a chef. Your freebie could be a recipe collection or a meal prep guide. Your mid-tier might be a one-on-one consulting session for other chefs, teaching them about tools, pricing, and workflow. And then your high ticket offer would be your private chef service, working directly with clients in their homes. Now, if you made it this far, it means you've already done something most people skip. You've taken the time to reflect on who you are, how you want to be seen, and how you want to shape your future. Personal branding has a much bigger impact than most people realize. Don't forget, you are the most profitable asset in your life, and the time, energy, and trust you're investing now will pay off in ways you cannot imagine yet. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this brought you value in any way, feel free to like, comment, or share it with someone who could benefit from it too. And if you're ready to take things further with your personal brand, check the description to connect with me or my team. We can help you to get started as soon as tomorrow on building the personal brand you always wanted to have. Thank you again. See you soon.